The title of the video is not lying. This is not clickbait. I'm quitting VTubing for several reasons. I stopped IRL streaming back in February of 2024 because I had a big idea for VTubing. I'm not going to go into details about that because I still have plans to maybe do that project, but the current kind of content that I want to do just doesn't align with what I have been doing. For example, I had big plans to try to cross the world of VTubing with IRL. We were going to set it up to where the camera's perfectly aligned to IRL and VR chat, so you'd see my IRL table in front of me, but like my VR arms would be overlaid on my actual arm. Cool concept, but honestly I did not expect how expensive all that would be. Like, for example, if I wanted to have 3 separate camera angles, that way Zen could change it to fit the video, that would require me to buy 2 computers. My main one getting the front on view, one off to the left and one off to the right. Every new camera was a new computer, so that way everything would film simultaneously, because what you just watched was actually me using 3 different pins to try to move the camera to certain spots. But like for a YouTube video, you would want all cameras to recording at the same time, so that way you can cut between different camera angles. It would look a little weird if I was talking to you as if I was talking to the straight on head camera, but actually you're over here now, and I had to tell VRChat to put the camera over here. Every new computer would also have to be running VRChat and OBS as well. I don't have that kind of money. I would also have to make a new VRChat account for every single angle and figure out how to control each one. All this was practically out of stubbornness. There are other reasons why I wanted to be a VTuber. I didn't like how I looked, and I still don't like how I look now. I wanted to be a femboy VTuber, but I'm overweight and have a hard time controlling my diet, but I am getting better at it. I can't afford to go to the gym right now either. I started to get a light case of body dysmorphia about it because the stereotypical femboy is a slim man. I'm not a slim man, so I started thinking about how I could use like binders and compression clothing to help slim my gut. But at that point, I felt like I was going insane because I am okay with my body in every other sense until the idea of being in front of a camera came into my mind. So I'm saying heck with it. I want to do videos that I would love to do without being constrained to parameters that I placed onto myself. I'll be honest with you that I'm kind of scared to show my face on the internet. I have a big fear of job security, and I have a house I help pay for. Where I live doesn't protect me from like getting fired from things I do outside of work. And as you can see from the stats, I'm still pretty far away of getting monetized first party through YouTube. That's why I plan on working with Fourth Wall in order to make some memberships. But I don't really want to talk about it in this video because I feel like I'm plugging it and I'm not ready to do that yet. That's why I was like trying to buy things like this, like sunglasses to cover up my face. Yesterday I returned like LED glasses because I couldn't see out of them. I was just trying to mask my identity, and I'm just like, finally I'm just gonna try it and see what happens. And my brother Bubbles is going to start joining me in a lot of videos, so say hi to Bubbles. Hi. You've seen him before in other videos, but this is the first time you've seen his beautiful face. Do you have anything you want to say to the viewers? Nope. Okay. The current plan is to design this channel in a way where it's like background content or like stuff you would put on when you're like doing your dishes or like chores. I know for now I'm just going to drop the VR from the name but keep it in the handle just because I actually own the domain for phonics.lol and phonicsvr.lol, which is where the memberships will be hosted at. But like I said, not an announcement for that. Things will upgrade over time. That's kind of the current plan. You're not going to be looking at beige walls forever. So if you want to stick around with me, I would love you to do so. But if you were only here for like the VTuber and not really interested in my pretty face, that's fine. But if you were only here for the VTuber, I'm not sure if they're ever or will ever come back. And if you decide that the stuff I'm making now just isn't your cup of tea, I 100% understand that. And if you decide to leave, then I hope you have a good one. But if you want to come back, then you're more than welcome to. I won't judge you for making a decision and having preferences during something that's like a fundamental change. With that being said, the next video's production won't be any higher. In fact, it'll probably look identical to this, because this is being filmed on a phone. But at this point, I need to start placing the stones at some point to make a path for the future, and I'm doing that now. Thank you so much for listening to my rant. And this is my second take, so the audio got messed up. But I hope you have a wonderful day.